Welcome in, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. And today I'm here with Luca.
Hello.
And Luca's actually got both his paws this
I got my
time.
hands back. Yay.
So he's got the cast off.
Hello there.
And we get interrupted by Zero. I don't know if you guys can see him, but he's there. But yeah, so today we're going to be reviewing the Ruins of Skaro, which is the character options exclusive Doctor Who figures to the website. So yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah.
So here is the figures, the Ruins of Skaro character online exclusive. As you can see, unlike the previous review we did, this is in the older box. So the figures actually go into the plastic instead of the plastic over the top of the figures. Bit of string to hold the Dalek in. But obviously it's got like the new logo and everything. So this comes with the Dalek Bomber, Suicide Dalek, and 2 Movellans. There's also information at the back about the episode, Destiny of the Daleks. And there's also a little picture that they actually made as well. It's actually got the person in there, Paul Gibbs. So they made like a scene and then put the figures in, which looks quite cool. Also, unlike the recent one, there is a picture in the background. So they've actually done art in the background. So yeah, we're going to open this up and we can have a closer look. Right, so we've taken them out of the box. This box is got like the new logo and that, which is like the previous box set that we showed you guys in our last review. It's just the only difference is this is more like the other B&M one, where it was the older style, where you got all the plastic and that. I prefer this style and this one compared to the new B&M ones. So yeah, so there's that. Then inside you've got what they used to do, which was the background image. So it's the Movellan ship. They've got their weapons there, and then Davros on the screen when they're talking about Davros being the creator of the Daleks. So yeah, there's that. And then also the plastic and the like paper plastic string things. I don't know, they feel like paper and they seem like paper, but it feels a bit plasticky, but whatever. So yeah, so the first thing we talk about is the Dalek. It doesn't always want to focus, which isn't very nice. There we go. So here we go. We've got the Dalek. And then it's obviously got the bombs going across. They seem quite random, would you say? Yeah,
they're very random. They're very placed oddly. It's just like, yeah, we'll just stick it here.
Yeah. I think they're random in the episode as well. I'm assuming because there was a lot of different Dalek props that were used in Destiny of the Daleks. One of them, if I remember correctly, the skirt bit for one of the Daleks was the exhibition Dalek skirt, which sort of like came down at an angle here. It was really weird. Really weird skirt section. Again, if you want to know more about the Dalek props, go to Dalek 6388. They're constantly getting free advert from me. Advertising. But yeah, so you got the figure. Obviously, this is like the other Dalek sets where it's got like a little bit of a gap seam, or whatever you call it, at the front.
Stuck it together.
Yeah, so most of the time the Dalek figures are just basically the same mold, just constantly reused. Sometimes they have different lights or different eye stalks and colours and that. So the eye stalk here is more like the classic Daleks before this episode. As you can see in the Chase Dalek set. So it's actually more of the movie Dalek prop version than the other one. But then obviously it is very different from the set we did last time, where for Peter Davison's episode they've actually changed it. As you can see, the rings on the eye stalk is very, very different. Everything seems to move. This is a very grey looking Dalek. Through the 70s and 80s it was very grey.
Reminds me of what McDonald's looks like now.
Yeah. But yeah, is there anything you want to say about that?
I've also seen that the bottom of the base, they've actually got the grazing again.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Like how they've got on the one that we bought recently, they've got like the...
A resurrection of the Daleks. where you've got the marking at the bottom of the thing. Yeah.
But yeah, no, like, yeah, it seems like a lot of the Dalek figures have been kind of like they've kind of like been made exactly the same. Like it seems to be like they get the same mold for the base, they get the same mold for the middle, but they all change a little bit, and stuff like that. Because as you said before, like the seam down the middle, there seems to be a little bit of a gap between all of them.
Well, because the thing is, like, so with the original Dalek props, they basically, it was the same Dalek props, basically used for years. It was slight alterations over time to the props, and that, like lights changing, like the base, base bit changing and stuff like that. Apparently this Dalek type was released before in 2009 or something, I think it was, in a Fourth Doctor set, I think. I haven't got the set, so unfortunately we can't compare the two different Bomber Daleks. So unfortunately we can't do that. I wish I had all the Doctor Who figures, but I don't. And obviously, like I said in a previous video, we missed out on some of the B&M figures before because they didn't come into the B&M here, which is annoying. Obviously, I know this isn't a B&M one, but it's just to note that it's we can't always compare because our store doesn't get in. And I would like all the classic Doctor Who. I'm not too bothered about the modern figures, to be honest. It's more of the classic. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else to add about the Dalek.
No. The head seems a bit more movable than the last one.
The other one did a click. I don't think it. I don't
this
think
one didn't click.
I didn't hear a click. But yeah. To be honest, I've always thought about doing a stop motion animation with some of these figures sometimes. But yeah. Anyway, so the next thing we can look at is the Movellans. Lucas actually put one of the guns on the hand, but they do also go on the hip. They seem very impractical, don't they? They're not very. Seem impractical. They're like big, massive weapons. But yeah, so they do also, both Movellans, they do have different faces and stuff like that.
So you probably would know this, but they're because it's a little bit of fashion. But the hair always makes me think of this design that Rihanna had one time, where it was like a beaded headpiece. And it was just like, it looked like diamond hair. And every time I see the Movellans, it just reminds me of this one look from Rihanna. And it's just like, every time.
See, I don't know.
No.
I don't.
Oh, the gun fell off.
The gun fell off of one of them. So yeah, they've got the communicator, I believe that was, in the episode. I haven't watched it for a while. But yeah, and then obviously you got the movable joints. They're a bit stiff to move. I have heard apparently the hands have been taken from like a different character, which isn't surprising, since they have been known to reuse parts and change the colours and that. I believe they've used like reused Jack Harkness's jacket and that.
Yeah, didn't they use it for David Tennant's character?
I'm not sure. So. I think it was. I know at one point someone else's jacket was used for Paul McGann's Dark Doctor.
Yeah.
Dark Eyes Doctor costume. I know they definitely used either like Crystal Eccleston or Captain Jack's coat, but I'm not sure which one. One of you guys might know. But yeah, so there's these ones, and obviously they're just different. Yeah.
See, the thing is, I like how the silky paint they've used for the legs to actually give it like a shinier leg.
Well, have you seen? They have also marked.
So they've got like dirt on their shoes or sand.
Yeah, apparently my phone doesn't want to. Oh, there we go.
So they've got dirt or sand on their shoes.
Well, in the episode, they're walking across like sand and that.
Yeah. The one thing I will say about the Movellans is they've done the hands very weird. See, for me, I used to collect Doctor Who figures when I was a kid. I've still got a load of Doctor Who figures still upstairs. So I used to remember like Rose's hands being like stiff, or when they got Martha, like you had the twirly bits. But like they've kind of like done a little bit of like how Martha's arms used to be, like the top, like armed swivel at the top. Yeah, so like they can turn at the top, but then they've got this little elbow movement but the elbow movement seems
Well, the
small.
problem with the elbow movement is they've actually got the plastic going over the top of the actual movement joint bit, where obviously they don't on the legs.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I like how they've done the detail. I like the silver and the shininess.
To be honest, I would have preferred just 2 Daleks.
Yeah.
Than the villains. I would have preferred to have another Dalek. Maybe one without the bombs. So I would have preferred the set to have the bomber Dalek and a non-bomber Dalek. But yeah. I love the classic figures. I wish they would release more, and I wish the like the B&M ones would also be online as well. But yeah, it'd be nice to see what else Character Online does as exclusives, because I know they did the movie Daleks, because they actually had movie Daleks in the Doctor Who episode The Chase. In the forest bit, if you look in the background, you'll see movie Daleks, and then obviously Character Online did release the figures. I think it was online exclusive for that as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah. Anything you want to add?
No, I really like the Dalek. As you said, I prefer the Dalek than the Movellans, though I do like what they've done with the Movellans, because they do look pretty good and pretty detailed. Usually it's just like, I remember when I got the Rose Tyler first figure, with her wearing the pink t-shirt or the red t-shirt and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I remember her arms being stiff, and she was always in this one move, like this one, like, stance.
So yeah, I was just messing about, but these Daleks didn't used to kill with the face thing that they did in the new series. Which I think was,
Another thing that I always used to hate about certain figures, there'll be certain heights on different legs. When you stand them up, they'll usually fall over. But to be fair, the Movellans are standing pretty well.
Yeah, well,
that's off the screen, obviously, but yeah, off the count, like, I'm just standing them up at the moment.
Let me just
quickly
move.
Just standing them up. But
I am sorry, we don't have a proper setup to do videos like this, so I'm sorry about that.
We'll plan.
Mate, I'm trying to sort something out so we can have a proper background. Currently, you just see Luca's Nightmare Before Christmas plushies and our fursuit heads at the moment, and the bat on the wall.
Bit of a weird combination, Doctor Who and Nightmare Before Christmas, but it works.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go. That was our review of the Ruins of Skaro's figure box set. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please check out our links in the description. Follow us on Twitter, Twitch, etc. If you want to help support our channels more, feel free to check out our wish lists and our merch. But thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, turn the notifications on, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.